Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy today. How are we? How's the lighting? How's the sound? Can you hear me and see me clearly? Allison, good morning. Bonjour, bonjour. I've been having so much fun seeing so many of you pop on with me in the morning. And I'm also happy if it's just me and Allison today. So whatever it is, it's all good. It's perfect. There is something about the mornings in this part of Montenegro. It goes through these cycles throughout the day. Yesterday, after our call, the winds got up to 35 knots. They call it the Kabbalic. I think they call it the Kabbalic wind when you're actually spinning, which is like the most challenging kind of wind for the anchor. If the wind's blowing in one direction, you kind of steady it up. But if you're spinning, so we had that yesterday. But then at the end of the day, it calmed. This morning, I don't know if you can see, look at how beautiful the water is. It's calm. It's a little cloudy. It's like, oh, I love it. I love it. And such a beautiful time for us to have our ACIM. Elaine, bonjour, bonjour. How are we feeling? How are we? How are you? Answer it with intention. How are you? How are you? What do you want to claim today about how you are? Are you happy? Like really happy? Are you good, but like really good? Are you grateful? Are you open? Are you abundant? Are you beautiful? Are you inspiring? Are you excited? Are you peaceful? Are you on purpose? Are you rich? What are you? What are you? Stephanie, good morning. I am ready for Creation Day. Are you talking about Friday? Stephanie, I'm so excited too. So I always intend to take Creation Day to the next level if I'm going to do it. So I went through a period, which I think some of you know, a few years ago, where I was like, I don't know that I'm going to do Sensual Creation Day anymore because I've done it consistently for like 10, probably more, 15 years, lost count. And it was just kind of feeling like, I don't know that I need to do it again. Like the last time I did it was really good and we have the recording, and if something's done well and I feel good energetically with it, I'm not going to do it just because I used to do it, right? That's an important thing for all of us. Even if we've loved something in the past, if we can feel that the energy shifted, we want to always be aware, am I doing this because I've always done it before? Am I doing this because I'm obliged to do it? Am I doing this because people are asking me to do it, because people are looking forward to it? But am I looking forward to it? Do I want to do it? Is it in alignment with me? So I watched that. And a few years ago, I thought, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is going to be the last one. And we actually had a beautiful Sensual Creation Day where I played the previous one, but I was there in the chat and in the comments and in the live energy. And that was really fun. And then last year, the beginning of this year, I thought, I want to do it. And I'm going to do it like I feel like this is really the last one. I feel like it's the last one. And I rented this beautiful suite up at the Cavalier Hotel, and I got my makeup done, and it just felt really Frenchy based. And it was so perfect because it's really how I wanted to open up the year. And so this year, when we started getting some inquiries about Sensual Creation Day, I sat with myself like, do I want to do this? Not because it's not amazing, because it is amazing, but do I have something to add? Do we just utilize what we did in January because it's so good? Or is there something new for me to share? Is there a level of evolution that I want to bring to this conversation? Am I really called from a soul level to have this? Or is it just, everyone's asking, probably should, because I won't do it from that energy, right? And it's a beautiful thing for all of us to look at. Some things that we used to love before, we might not love the same way. It might not be a level of growth for us, even if it was amazing, even if it was something we always wanted. And sometimes that can be, well, let's bring it to completion. And sometimes it can be, well, it needs to be turned up a notch. There's something here, but we need to switch it up a little bit. There's something new that's being birthed. And that's what's happening this Sensual Creation Day. Ever since we unraveled the silent contract, and I've been talking to Dave a lot about this. actually, when we were sailing here, he was like, wait a minute, I get what you're saying. Like, this is big. I was saying with Tam, no wonder this has rippled so much through not only the elegant femme conversation that we're having, but really rewriting success for women as a whole. There's other women outside of our community that are taking note of the conversations that we've been having and reflecting some really beautiful things to me. So we are going to be weaving that level of haute couture energy into Sensual Creation Day. And I'm very, 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 very excited. Very excited. Lily, hello. All right, beauties. Let's have our moments. Our moments, our time. Whether you want to stretch, lean back, breathe, receive, whatever it is that feels good to you. Father, Mother, God, Lord of all creation, thank you. Just taking a moment this morning to rest, to relax, to allow, to receive, to open the space with no expectation, no force, no push. And perhaps inside, if it feels in service, just begin to remind yourself that you remember. And it might sound like inside, I remember, I remember, I remember. We ask, as always, that only that which is in support of the highest, highest good is present during our time together. As we let go of everything we think we know and allow the divine to pour itself into us, this or something even better, for the highest good of all concerned. Amen. 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 Let's get right into it. Let us get right into it today. Lesson, I think 204. How are we doing with the I am not a body, I am free, I am as God created me? That beautiful reminder throughout the day when we do forget. I remember, I am as God created me. There is nothing I could do, nothing I could say, nothing I could think, nothing I could not do that's going to take me away from that. That could really remove me from that. Can we forget? Can we believe differently? Absolutely. When we do that, do we feel the contrast? Do we feel the pain? Do we feel the ache? Absolutely. Do we try to fill it with other things if we're not aware? 100%. So, just being aware of that to the best of our ability with Spirit's assistance, not from force, not from punishment, not from guilt, not from judgment, not from what's wrong with me. I forgot again. I forgot. Now I'm remembering. And it's all good. It's all so good. If you've joined us for Creation Day, Sensual Creation Day before, let me know, what are you most looking forward to? And if you've never joined us before and you're joining us, let me know what you're most looking forward to. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, you can ask me and I'll let you know. But I always love to hear, especially those, we have so many women that return year after year after year, and twice a year if we end up doing it twice a year in 1 year, which we usually do, right? We do the January and then we do the June or July. And this is really important because it's not about, oh my gosh, it's halfway through the year. What did I say I wanted in January? I better hurry up. I only have 6 months left. I better hurry up. I better scramble. I better check those goals off. That is not the energy at all. In fact, something really powerful and really beautiful to recognize is that you are not the same woman you were in January. This is not a rehash of your year. This is not, oh my gosh, I better hurry up and get those things done. This is a renewal. This is a re-entry. This is different. You are no longer that woman. We want to meet you where you are now and where you're going, where you're being called. Always with the foundation that you are the same woman, of course, ultimately, right, in the mind of God, but your awareness of that has shifted. So it's not about, and this is, I would say, quote unquote, there's no real mistakes, right? But this is a quote unquote mistake or limitation, let's call it that, a limitation that a lot of us can make when we do a mid-year opportunity. We treat it like a mid-year check-in that says, am I on track for what I set forward in January? And when we're doing that, we're actually moving backwards. We're not in creation energy to open and expand. So we want to be really clear. Where are we now? Where are we being called? What are we aware of now? And create the expansion from that space. Really, really important. I look forward to the slowing down and really connecting with my desire at this moment. Isn't it beautiful to actually have a set space, to have the conversations that really matter, where it's not hidden behind a business goal or anything else? And there's nothing wrong with a business goal, but sometimes we utilize things as placeholders, right? Oh, I'm going to invest in my business, when deep down you're like, I want to just invest in myself. I'm going to talk about business. I'm going to talk about, I don't know, this person, that person, political events, the news, the weather. And inside you're like, I just want to talk about what I really want. Can we do that? Can we cut the BS? Can we just talk about what's really important? All right. Soul-led life. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Your beautiful soul-led life. Okay. Which lesson are we on? Because all of these sound familiar to me. Okay, I think we're 203, yeah? Yeah. We're 203. I love that, Stephanie. Okay, 203. I think that's where we are. Can anyone confirm? 203? Yes, that feels right. Ha. Here we are. As we have been reviewing this beautiful theme consistently of I am not a body, I am free, I am as God created me. And then the nuances as the course brings us through the review. So today, I call upon God's name and on my own. I call upon God's name and on my own. Just feel that for a minute. The name of God, we're going to read what it says. The name of God is my deliverance from every thought of evil and sin, because it is my own as well as God's. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. As I've been really, really open inside of the course, if there's something that just feels like an opportunity for enhancement in the conversation of A Course in Miracles, given that this is Elegant Femme's guide to A Course in Miracles, then I'm going to have it with you. So 183 is the lesson that we're reviewing. And what I would like to do is take a deeper look at 183 and see what the context is, because it's super easy to get caught just in the verbiage. So if we read this as it is inside the course, it says, the name of God is my deliverance from every thought of evil and sin, because it is my own as well as his. If I was to just pick that up and read it, I'd be like, huh? So we can feel the nuance in it. We can feel the beauty in it. We can feel the essence of the name of God and this kind of thing, right? But let's take it a little bit deeper. Let's go to 183 and let's see the deeper context that we can move through together, because it feels right. It's way back here. It's been a while. Is that right? 183? Okay. 184. Yes, here it is. 183. I call upon God's name and on my own. Okay, now this is beautiful. The very first line in the original lesson says, God's name is holy, but no holier than yours. So immediately letting go of any kind of hierarchy, any of the idea that so many of us grew up with, which is God's outside of me. God's better than me. God's something that I need to win approval from. And it's not about not having respect for this consciousness, but it is about not prioritizing and feeling less than. It's not about creating a hierarchy, which so many of us grew up with, that feels that can breed fear, right? So the first part of the lesson, God's name is holy, but no holier than yours. To call upon God's name is but to call upon your own. So all of a sudden now we feel union. To call upon God is to call upon yourself. To call God's name is to call your name. This is stunning. Okay. Then it goes on to talk about a father gives his son his name and thus identifies the son with him. Okay, so we can feel that. So it really is talking about the union. It's talking about the intimacy. It's talking about the oneness. And then here's a part that I underlined in here. God's name cannot be heard without response, nor said without an echo in the mind that calls you. How did we start today's lesson? This is so perfect. To remember. God's name cannot be heard without response, nor said without an echo in the mind that calls you to remember. Say God's name. Again, it says, the Course says, say his name. So I'm going to say God's name, but you could also switch it and say life, say love, say creation, like call creation, call upon love, call upon creation, call upon the light, like say the name, say the essence, have the connection, reach out, yeah? And then you invite the angels to surround the ground on which you stand and sing to you as they spread out their wings to keep you safe and shelter you from every worldly thought that would intrude upon your holiness. This is the deeper context of the lesson. And I really encourage you, if you're moving through the review on your own or at any point in time or any part of the course and you're feeling like either a temptation to just gloss over it or it feels a little sticky or you're just kind of like, I encourage you to go back and review the lesson, like really get the context of it, slow down inside and ask, what is this really saying? And how am I really being offered the opportunity to receive it? Repeat God's name and all the world responds by laying down illusion. So this is a really long lesson. You can deepen it more on your own if you would like, but I want to get to the part where it talks about the practice. Practice this but today. Repeat God's name slowly and then slowly again. Become oblivious to every name but God's. Now again, it's not really talking about a name as much as it is a frequency, an energy, an intention. So if you're feeling this distance, even with the word, the name God, swap it out, right? Repeat life, repeat creation, repeat love. What would it be like if you sat with yourself today and just repeated love, 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 or light, or creation, or holy, or God? It's all the same, the essence and the resonance with it. That's what today's lesson is about. I love this. So it's talking about moving ultimately above and beyond anything, any name, anything, and getting into the stillness where all things are silent, little sounds are soundless, all the things of earth have disappeared, right? Going into deep meditation with us. That's what today's about. Okay, so now with that context, let's reread today's review. I am not a body, I am free. I am still as God created me. That's how you'll start the lesson. I call upon God's name and on my own. Togetherness. I call upon holiness. I call upon life. I call upon the truth. The name of God is my deliverance from every thought of evil and sin. Really meaning that you're remembering that that doesn't even exist. That you're not stuck in that fear. That's what it is, right? This isn't a, what do we used to call it? Going to confession. right? This isn't like, oh my God, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins because of thy just punishment. Like, it's not that. I mean, I'm sure that could be rewoven in a way that doesn't feel how I felt with it growing up. But this isn't like that old energy of, I am horrible, I sinned, please forgive me. It's not that energy. It is, I forgot who I am. I am holy and will always be holy. May I remember this today. May I move above and beyond the illusion of evil and sin. May I move above and beyond the illusion that that's who I am. May I remember, God, help me see things differently. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Yeah. Good morning, Helmea. How's this feeling? All right. So just a reminder, go back and look at the context of the lesson if it feels sticky or confusing at all. It's really, really helpful. And then be with it. Be with the lightness. Be with the love. Be with the expansion that's available. Shakaya, is that you? I am divinity dancing in feminine form. Hi, beautiful. I love it. And yes, you are. I know you are. All right, gorgeous ladies. So, stunning lesson for today. A lot of beauty here, a lot of silence, a lot of just acceptance. Acceptance with the truth of who you are. Being with that energy, being with that frequency, no expectation, no force, no needing anything. Just allowing. So, I'm sending you so much love to enjoy this. And I will see you tomorrow. Then I will see you Friday. I will see you Friday. Will I see you Friday on Sensual Creation Day, where we're turning it up quite a bit in this frequency of power, of rewriting success for women, and of you creating from who you know yourself to be now. Not because you've changed, because we know you will always be timeless, but who you're aware of that you are now. And we create from there. We're not rehashing the first 6 months of the year. You are meeting yourself with the truth of who you know yourself to be now and moving forward from that space. So I will see you Friday on Sensual Creation Day. And I have a little surprise to share with you tomorrow, something that Dave and I were talking about. And yeah, we're going to bring it forward. I think we're going to bring it forward. I think we're going to bring it forward. So I'm going to talk to you about that tomorrow as well. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Say hello if you haven't said hello yet. If you're new here and you're hanging out in the ethers, please say hello, leave a comment. Let me know what's called you here. If you've been here, thank you so much for coming back again and again and again. I love seeing all your beautiful faces. And if you're popping in and popping back out like Shakaya, it's so fun to see you. Say hello. Let me know you're here. I'm sending you all of my love, all of my appreciation, all of my gratitude from Montenegro. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye, ladies.